So here is the second part of the Feiyue upgrade. As you can see, I took off the wheels. The funny part is that I cannot take out the pins. I think the drive shafts, the upgraded drive shafts are so tightly, have so small the holes that I cannot take it out. Okay, so in this part I will take it all off. I will try to take as much as I can out of this car and try to clean it. As you can see, it's still much sand because this one doesn't lay on the shelf. I let my friend play it when he visit me, so this guy is looking how it's looking. So I will do it like this. I will try to speed up all the disassembly, so you don't need to watch it and listen to my talking. I will start with the electronic and hook the motor, and I think I will start from the front to take it all the front out and start it from the rear and move it up. The important part is always try to remember where what parts goes, because screw, because some of the screws are not the same as the others, so it's better to keep the screws where they are, just to assemble it back. So I will start to disassemble it now. Okay, so I took most of the car apart. As you can see, there's sand and dirt everywhere, so I will need to clean all the parts back. I don't want to take it apart. Oh, I see the capacitor cut off. Oh, that's not good, but I will be able to solder a new one. I have a better capacitor. I think it's the metal, the spring was rubbing on it. Good part is that it doesn't make any short circuit. I have a better capacitor, so I will not use this one again, I think. and I will find a better spot for it, like under the board or something like that. There is a place, many places. Also, as you can see, I have my antenna mounted like this. It's a antenna tube with the cover on it. I just drill a small hole on one of the sides. I think it's on the inside, and put a screw that holds the antenna, and it's set up straight. That's why I doesn't use this this figure inside. Here is the receiver, the servo, the ESC. The second back, I will not use this back probably because it was only powering the lights, but I will use power from the receiver, and I will connect back the switch. But no, wait, if I remember, one of no, I think I will left it as is, because one of the back is powering the fans, and the second one is powering the lights and the servo. So I think I will leave that as it is, and just connect that. You also may or may not see that the screw fall out. This is the screw that makes that made me not use the Feiyue, because it's from the drive shaft, and it did unscrew. But I will put a nut on it, maybe servo locking. I don't know if I have one, another one, and we'll put a Loctite on it, so I will not get it back. So this moment I think I will stop recording, because I will need much time to clean all this dirt from the parts, and try to clean it, and maybe take some parts more, and I think I will show in the next movie how I put it all back together, and start to replace parts like the gearbox or the other parts. So that's all for this movie. Okay, so I did clean anything, all the parts that I could. I also took out the gearbox, and surprisingly it's quite clean, but it's something new for me. Because I think it's always get any dirt inside. So I will not use this one, I will use the new one, and I will now try to replace the gears. This may take some time, so I will again speed up the movie and just show the finished product. Okay, so as you may see, I struggle with this gear. It's very tight fit. I need to use a hammer on this gear also. So I will probably turn off the camera, and off the camera I'll try to file down this spot. I think it's just the paint on it, and just I will turn on back the camera when I finish this. So I done assembling it. I end up grinding this axle just enough to put the gear on it, and it spins very nice, no problem. Only problem, the small problem, is that I see this gear probably have a little wobble, but that's quite small, so I think that will still work quite nice. So let me assemble it more, and I will see if I can put the gear, put the motor inside with no problem. Okay, so as you may see, I did put it, did open it back, because this is still not inside the gear fully, so I will turn off the camera and work a little bit with the hammer just to put it fully inside, because when I put on the cover, it's rubbing against the gears, so and stopping it. So let me work a little bit, and I will turn the camera back when I'm done. So it's another day. I did not want to use any electric tools in the night. As you can see, I still have the same mess as day before. So what I did is, so far, I grind a little bit this rod, because I think that there is a little more material than the original gears have inside, and this axle doesn't go inside, or this rod doesn't go inside, same as that one. So I did grind this part, and I did grind it a little bit here with my Dremel type tool, so they can go inside more. And about this gear, I did find out that this rod doesn't go inside in here. Also, I did not notice, but one of them is shorter and one of them is longer. I did not know it. I did start to put it in here, but this part is going into the gear with the shorter side, because it's next to it. So I did grind all this around it, just to have a smooth going in, but there's still a problem that this part doesn't go inside fully. So what I started to do, I started to use my file. This side is flat, so it doesn't grind the part. So I did start to grind this hex part, just to make it shorter on the both sides, because when you put the gearbox together, the case is pushing on it and making it hard to spin. So it's only for the metal part. So as you can see, you need a lot of work on it. So you can also use a drill for it, but I will use my mini latcher for it. I think I will grind the both sides, so I'll just mount it like this. I don't know if I will have to hold it. I can hold it. I don't need it, it's so stiff, so that's okay. And I will just take my small file with the flat part and just hold it like this and put some higher RPM. I will not show it on the camera, because I don't want to get the camera damaged from the sparks from it. As you can see, I modified this mini latcher just to have a cover behind it and not have so much mess. So I will work on it, test it if everything fit, and get back. But for now I can already tell you that I have a problem, but I also need to find where did I put that part. That was on the desk before. Oh, here it is, the plastic one and the metal one. So Here is the compare. It's a front shock plate, and as you can see, let me put it like this, it's completely different. Let's put it like this. As you can see, the plastic part have a angle and the metal part doesn't have it. I could try to bend it because it's somewhere in here is a, no, I cannot, because there is a support in this part, so it's completely useless. I will not post a link to this part because it's not usable completely. They wanted to design something new, but they did not make a working part. So this part maybe is for WL toys or something like that, but for the Feiyue, no, it's a completely nope, and it will not work, because just the front part, just this part is okay, and the other part is completely different. Also, you can see that it's much longer. This part is sticking out that you cannot mount it on the gearbox. So this is a very big nope. So I will not use it, and I will work on this part and get back when everything will be okay. Okay, so I did finished the gearbox. So now the important part is that I didn't be able to screw this screws fully tightly, because the gearbox started to have a problem and did not run smooth. So I did use a thread locker, the blue one on it, and just adjust the screw so the gears are spinning. There is still one spot when they spin that have a small, but that's a very small amount of force, but still the motor will not have any problem with it. Another thing I did not show, the adjustment of the how the gears are meshed. How I do that, I don't use any paper, I don't use anything like that. I just set the motor, spin the gears. If they spin very easy with no force, then it's okay. You need to see that if the gears are jumping, the missing gears. So there are many movies that show the paper method, where you put the folded paper inside and you put it out. Of course you can do that. I do it like this because I can see how it's working. Also, there is a second method where you hold one gear and just move the second one, and you need to have a little bit loose. I think there is a loose as far as I know, but the gears spinning very freely. I don't see that the gears will skip, so that's not that's fine for me. So in this moment also I screwed the axles. This one is slightly different than this one. They both are not the same. Hard to say why, but I don't remember why this one is different. So what I did, I put a screw inside, I put a nut on it, and also the nut is held by a thread locker. On this side is a little different because there is space inside for the screw, so I put a thread locker on the screw. I screw it inside because the drive shaft is holding the screw also. Then I put a thread locker on this side and screwed a nut on it, so I think this one will hold, and I will not lose this one again, because this one unscrew it and blocked the whole gear. So now I will add a grease in here. I think I will use my helicopter grease. I have a high-speed grease, not much because there will be dirt inside, I think, but looking at the older one, it's not bad. I suspected there will be much more inside, but it's quietly okay. So I will put it on this gear and on the smaller gear, just to spread it even, and I think the gearbox will be ready after that. I did change the axle. There is not much to show, I can say, because it's just a taking out the screws and swapping all this, so this axle is ready. As you can see, this one also have it. This part in here is the most fragile. When you hit something with the wheel, this part will break, and when it's set like this and you hit it, it will break in here, because this cap holds the two parts, and the cap will move with this part, and this one will break in here. This is what happened in this part. There is a crack inside. I don't know if I can take it. No, it's screwed really tight. So there is a crack in here. Oh, sorry, you can see it in here. It's cracked like this and like this. So it's good to at least put a zip tie in here. I think the zip tie should hold it, because if this one will bend, zip tie will hold it also and bend the front. So just secure the axle. I did it like this. I know it's not pretty, but this one will be much stronger, but it's not easy to put it. So this one is finished. This one is finished. I also put the new stronger links on it. It's still not fully tightened. I will tighten that later when I assemble the car. Here I will put the grease, maybe later, and I will start to work on this. I need to clean it. I need to take it off because I have these two metal parts new. I noticed that this one is working really hard. I don't remember why. Maybe one of the screws is holding it. But still, this car, I don't jump with this car, so but I may check what's happened. And if you are interested, I can tell you what these three links do. Of course, this one is the steering, so if you make this one shorter or longer, this wheel will change, so that's obvious. This one changing the angle of the wheels like this, so I did make this angle a little more like this, because on the turns the wheel will prevent from rolling, and this one is adjusting the height of the wheels. The more short it will be, the higher the higher the wheels will be, and the car will sit lower, and the longer it will be, the higher the car will sit. So this one adjusts this dimension on this car. So I think that's all I can tell you in here. Now you will be able to see, oh yes, it's in here, how I did adjust the height of the links. That's what I did say before. Add some washers or something like that, add a longer screw in here, because this will prevent from turning when the front suspension goes up. Because if this one will be higher on the normal position, of course this one is wobbling right now, and I will put like this, the wheels will turn because this one is a little higher. So that's for now. So I think I will in this moment start to disassembly this this front suspension. I will clean it. I have a brush. Oh, it's here. I have a brush in here just to clean it all. I have, let me see, I have a new rocking arm. No, it's not rocking. I don't know how this part is called, but I have a metal one. I have all the links. I didn't set the fully in. I want to see if they are the same. That's why I screw it inside all the way. So screwing in the same direction, looking like this, so you can adjust this to set it. I'm setting them together to see if they are the same. I think this one is for the steering or for the shocks. If this one is for the shocks, I will not use it because this one is much stronger. It's a bigger plastic pusher rod with the M3 inside, so I will not need any better, but I want to change the steering and the second adjustment. This one is the last. I think they are the same. So let me see. Yes, they all are the same. It's funny because this one is longer, so probably this one is the steering link. Yes, I think this one will be steering link, and I will need only two like this. Oh, so this one is for the servo. One is for the servo, two are for the angle, and two are for the shocks. So I will not need this one. It's always good to have some spares for the next project. This one is for the servo, so I will put it on the servo. I did forget to tell sorry, that I also have a servo saver for the servo, and I will mount it. I'll try to mount it on the servo, and this one is made of metal. The original is plastic, so I wanted to have also this, and then I will have probably almost all parts made of metal. Oh, there is also one more part that is in here, and that is the steering slider. It's not like this, it's like this. So I did have a problem with this in the last time where I did try it. So I wonder if now I will still have it have any problem with it, but I think not. So this I need this thing, these two screws, and I need this one. Okay, so I will turn off the camera, turn it off again. That's because I can only record 16 minutes and the camera turning off, so that's why I'm so many times turning off the camera, and I will turn it on, speed it up, and just show how I disassemble it and replace all the parts, and I will just need to adjust it. Oh, one more thing, as you can see there is a screw inside, because I did try to make a swiper, if I remember. It's a mechanism that when the one wheel go up, the second will go in the same position. So it's a mirrored contraption or device, but that did not work for me. It was and was bending like crazy, so I did not finish it, but the screw left for it. Okay, so I'll work on this now and I will try to speed it up. Okay, so I did put it all into pieces. I now see that these holes are a little too small for this rod. That's why it's maybe it's bent. It's bent a little bit in the end thing. So I will try to make it straight or just enlarge those holes. I think I'll just, yes, this one is more straight. So this pin is bent, but I think I can fix that. And I will, something holding it? No. Just wait. Okay, so these two parts will be replaced with the metal also, but a blue one, because I wanted to have in the same color. I wonder if this will be exactly the same. So it's this one. Oh, come on. And this one. So let me compare. Oh, it's of course exactly not the same. I think this should fit exactly the same. Let me see how this should be now. So okay, I did not notice how it was. Of course it will not work because there is the holes are not matching this part, and of course there is missing a hole inside. So this mod is a crap. Let me see this one. The hole also doesn't match, so another crap. So the red one will stay as it was, and I will just screw it all back. Now they must be like this. So this one will be in the end. No, it's upside down. It's like this. No, I did something wrong. So it's like this, and this one is upside down. Oops, I didn't break it. I hope so. Oh yeah, I break it. Well, it still should hold it if I tie it down. Ah, god damn it. There is still one and a screw, so that screw should hold it. If not, that will be a not good. So just don't take this metal part off, because it's, yeah, this will hold, so that's not a big deal. So now it's like this. I think it's like this. I will check it later. Now I will try to bend the spin back. Don't know if to use a pliers or something like that. So I will turn it off now. I'll also check how this part is supposed to be, and we'll get back when the pin will be a little more straight than now. Okay, the pin is straight again. I just use my pliers and bend it a little bit. Also, as you can see, it's now moving very freely. That's because there is a paint on this metal part, and I did file down on both sides, both these parts, and now they are moving smoothly. So if you get this part as a upgrade, you need to file down every also on this part, every part where two parts are touching together, because the paint on it may make it a little bit too big and they rub it on against each other. Also, you need to, I don't know if I will be able to show it, but you need to let me see. Oh, you need to file down this part here, file down, because when the wheel go up, it's the axle is rubbing against this metal part, so you need to it's better to use the Dremel type tool just to make a small space under it. Also in here, if I remember, in this part and in this part, just to allow the axle to have more space to move. So that's those are the two upgrades that need to be made with this part, and all the metal need to have grinded the parts when the metal touch to the metal. I think with the plastic there is no such problem, but on the metal there is. So now let me assembly all the rods. So let me see, this one, those are for the steering, and this one is for the servo. So now I will again speed up a little bit this movie, just to so you don't need to spend 2 hours to watch it, and I will try to assemble some parts. Do I have a broken part? Oh, it's just molded. Okay. Okay, so I did forget to check the camera and it turned off. I now almost assembled everything. I don't oh yes, this part is connected wrong. Yes, I did mounted this thing wrong, so I will need to rotate this part because this one should be on the other side. Also, I don't know if they should be like this or not. Oh, this one is a bit loose, so let me tighten that. Oh, too much. Okay. Because I don't remember if, but I think it's like this. So I don't know if this will be an upgrade, because the older ones hold it between these two parts. And this one don't, but still it's a metal part. Also, I don't know, maybe they are on the other side. Wait, like, let me... Oh, this screw is so wobbly. Maybe they are not like this, because the force will break it. But maybe they are like this. Yes, I think they are like this. That will be more logic. And then this will go like this. Yes, I made a mistake here, so it's much better like this. Okay, so I will turn off the camera, turn back the computer on. I will check this part, how the slider should be, and rotate this part, and then I will attach this and just screw down this part back. I don't know if these screws are quite good. Let me see if they actually fit. Yes, they fit, but I think I will check if I have a Feiyue screws like this, but because they are much stronger, and just replace this. Also this one should maybe fall through, so I will need to add a washer on it. So I will turn on the computer, I will fix this. As you may see, the angles are still bad because those all links are not set in the correct position, so they will be corrected. This one need to be unscrewed. I will do that later, but for now I'll check this this part I mean, and then screw this one back.
Day 3.
Okay, so it's another day that I struggle with this gearbox, and I think I finally have it working. I did disassembly it about 2 times. Now what I can tell you is that there is a small modification that needs to be made. So the first thing is that gear goes under the second gear. The pinion gear goes under. I did put it on the top. I could not put the cover back inside. Now the problem that I did have, it was that the motor started to stuck. It was stopping. It was not moving smooth. Let me show you how it looked like. So I find out that I see this one did not have this problem, that there is a small worm screw on the pinion gear, and that was hitting in this part in here. So I did take my knife, the small like this one, and I did remove a small amount of a plastic from this part, and that fixed the problem. When you put the gear on the top side, it's the same problem, is that it's rubbing on this part, but I wanted to have it as low as it can be, because this also have the same problem, so I wanted to just modify the lower part. So you need to remove this part from here, and that will fix the problem with this gear, with these gears. Also, don't screw fully this screw that's hold the red part, the lower red part, because it's making the gears turn really hard. So if the metal gears are a good upgrade, I think yes, it's always better to have it, but I think it's still better to have the plastic gears, because if something breaks, you can always replace this, and if something will stuck in here, probably the motor may burn on something like this. These gears need a lot of work, a lot of grinding, trying to fit parts to another, so it's really hard to get them. But if you have time, if you have tools for it, like the Dremel tool type, you can work with this, but it needs a lot of work. So I suggest just to stick with this gears. The plastic gears is much easier, they run really much smooth than the metal ones, so I'm not fully recommend this this metal upgrade. It is working when you get a good copy of the gears, but it's really hard to get all together. So let me show you how it's not now working. I will turn on the transmitter, turn on the, it's just connected like this, so I don't have all connected together. I have just the front connected, not the rear, because I still don't have the towers and the shocks to hold it in the position. So listen how it's working now. Okay, so let me turn it off, just so you can hear me better. So as you can hear, it's not super smooth run, but it is running really well compared to where I have a problem with the cover. So it's much better, but I still think the plastic gears are a little better. I will leave the metal ones. I can always switch this gearbox, and I still have the new gears, so I can just replace all the parts in here and have a new gears. Oh, they are still with the good condition, so I think I will just keep it as is. Now about the grease that I did put inside, I have a is a mobile grease MP. I find it on Banggood. It's called as a grease for RC helicopters with high-speed gears. And what I did, I just cut. Let me see. I did have a. Oh, here it is. I did cut a pay card from the shop where I work. I got the full box of the used cards, and I just take it from here, just put it a little bit on the gears and just spin the axle to make them spread on the gears. Then I just take the excess grease from the gears, just put it again on the gears, and that's all. Not too much, not too little, just to have a little bit grease to make the gears don't stick, run smooth on it. It will get dirt inside, so I don't want too much of the gears. So in this moment I can put the cover back in. It's not easy. I did find it a little bit tricky to put it inside, but it is like this. I just put the screw inside and the gearbox is ready. So now the next part I will do, in this moment I can disconnect the motor because I know it is working. I may put the shaft, but I think I will do that later. The screw, I think that's from the second gearbox. I think I will work now on the servo. I did try to take off this receiver from the servo. I use a small part of a double-sided tape. I may put a link on the in the description to it, and I did been not able to take it off. So this tape is so strong that I may have problem to take out the servo mount, but I will try it anyway. So now I will take off the old servo saver. You can use the original servo saver from the original parts. You just need to, let me take it out and show you, just need to put a washer because it will fall through. The hole is a little bit big, so you need to put a washer inside. Now the new servo saver did not have any instruction or something like that. It's a bunch of parts, as you can see. There are two metal springs. It's much bigger than the original one. The most important thing now is, will it fit on the original part, and how do I fit that? It's not like this. And it will not. So another part that will not work, because as you can see, it's dedicated for the bigger servos. So another is the third. I have now 4 parts that will not work on the Feiyue because they are not matching the sizes and other stuff on the original car. So again, I'm going back for the original part that worked fine. So parts like this will be no, wait, it's not this one. It will be in the parts list that I have. Where did I put that screw? Is this? No, it's from the axle. Wait, did I put it here? Yep, I did. I will put links to the to parts like this, just to let people know that these parts will not work, and just there will be description why. But this part actually I may use because I have also bigger servos in other machines, and I still may use it on some bigger projects like a bigger car or something like that. Probably I will not be able to use it on the Mercedes because the servo is 3 times bigger than this one, so I don't think it will work, but I always will find where I can use it. So now I have this and I want to use it. I need to clean a little bit screws because there is no, the wrong. By the way, if you don't have it, just get this screwdriver. I have bits all over this place for it. As you can see, I have about 4 types of screws in this car, and I'm just switching the bits from a Phillips screwdriver to the hex screwdrivers, and it's a really great tool if you work like with the RC, with have a hobby or something like this. This is so handy. It's so great to have it. It's not expensive, and you also get I don't know if I have this the other 2 bits, they are laying somewhere, but you have, I think, about 6 bits if I remember. I don't know now for sure. Let me think. 4, 6. No, sorry. You have 8 bits for this, so you can unscrew the wheels, unscrew almost all types of screws, but the most popular screws that you can get. So now will be the interesting part, because I need to somehow get it off. Okay, so I have like this. Yes, I have it. Oh, you see there's sand everywhere. I'm trying to clean it as I can. Now the metal part, like, let's see if this one will work. So far don't have much luck with the upgrade part. Oh, it's also have the standing out. It's like this. Let me see. Need to watch out for the cable. Well, with the metal part will not be such easy as with the plastic part. So I may need to take out that receiver. It will be already hard to get it side, so it's like this. No, I need to get it somehow off. So let me see how I can do this. Maybe it's falling apart. Oh, I need to have a flat screwdriver, maybe this one. I have a better one in here somewhere. Yes, I have it. Yes, that's better. We'll clean it later. So I need to... that may be a bit tricky. Oh, come on, you can do it. What's wrong now? Oh, I got one. The problem is on the side with this cable, because I'm not able to put it and against this cable, so it's a bit tricky. I can do it, but I still don't know how. So this side have no problem, and this side will stuck. What can I do in here? Oh, I have it. Okay, so just needed to push. It's like this. Now there are 4 shorter screws for the servo. I think they you see, again I'm changing the bits. That's why I like this screwdriver. So I think I will need to add some washers in here. Let me use the magnetic part. Yep, again the camera turned off. I don't know why it's turning off, but sometimes it's quite annoying. See this one? Yes, as you can see, the intelligence is great when they design parts like this. So I think it's a 2.5mm part. So turn off the camera and just find a washer for it. Okay, so I did use a M3 washer. I don't know if I have it somewhere on the desk for the 2.5mm or the M2.5 screws, but I just will use the M3. It's almost the same, it's a half of a millimeter bigger, so they work the same. And now I can put it all back. Okay, so the servo is mounted, 2 more screws to put it on the car. I will in this moment also change the steering wheel. As you can see, they are much shorter than the original ones. I will what I do is I put a nuts on this axle and the spring self-locking, the spring washer that will push against it and allow me to have a little adjustment, but I will do that later because I can unscrew the shaft from both the holders and just put it inside and screw it back again. So I will take this out. And it's ready now. So as you can see, it's all screwed inside. Now I can put it in the car. Let me make a little space for the car. I don't have antenna, so I can rotate it like this. Let me see how it is. It's like this. It's like this here. And let's move to the front. I think, yes, I have it. I will use, I hope I will use the screws. Let me see if they will not fall through. No, it's okay. And another part is ready. Oh, it will be a little bit tricky to put it through, put that nut through, but I think I will be able to do it. I can still adjust it on this part and just make this shorter and adjust this part, and I will see how can that work. So now I need to put back this rear axle, because I will start to put it all together now. Let's go like this. That may be a bit problematic in here. That's hard because I don't have the towels, I think they call it, on, so the rear axle don't have any support. I need to hold this just so with the servo. I see I will have a little bit problems. Oh, now it's stuck. Brass screwdriver. Okay, I have it. Now I need to turn the axle somehow. Let me use this to turn it. Turn the axle. And we are home. Okay. So now I know the screw is going through with no nothing to hold it. If I can get it, so I have it. Quickly. Just try to screw it down, maybe the whole will align. Okay, I think I have it. So now I'll put a thread locker behind it. I did put a nut already, but I think I'm still able to put it on the thread. Oh, a bit too too much, but I'm not able to do it like I wanted. What did I put it? Okay, I have a small 2.5mm wrench. This one, it's I think 2mm. Okay, need to wipe it out. So this axle did this screw on the drive shaft, sorry, did unscrew on the last time I used it. That's a bit tight in there, but it is working. So I did wanted to use a thread locker on it this time, because last time I think I did not put it and this nut unscrew from it. I would love to put another one in there, but I don't think it will fit because there is not much space in there, so I will leave it as is. And now I have it like this. Let me reset the camera. Okay, so now I think it's time to work on the electronics, so let me put this to the side and I need to disconnect the battery. Okay, I have it. Now I forget to talk about it, but as you can see, I have a switch on the back. It's a great upgrade. I suggest to make it like this because trying to switch it inside is very annoying. So I did put it like this. I put a small amount of hot plastic to hold it hold it in that position, and it's a great upgrade. So now let me see. I have this is the capacitor that broke. This is the signal from the ESC. I can take this part off. I will clean it later. And this is the ESC. This is the power for the fans. The ESC at the back is set to 5 volts, and the back is powering the receiver. This one, I think I will leave the back as is. I also have this RC switch that I use in most of my cars. Is a really great small thing if you want to connect the lights, because there are 2 channels. You can connect the front and the rear lights if you have a rear lights. I don't know if I will put one, and the second channel for the roof lights if you use it. So it's a great small device, and I will use it, but I think just for the front lights. Also you can switch between the channels. You can turn on both, turn off both of the channels, make it blink and make it fade and blink, so you can also have a strobe light on it. So let me see, it's like it's this cable and this cable. I need to find a better place for this capacitor because this one is totally damaged. I think it's my fault that I put it in there, or it just fall into there. Let's see, what do we have in here. Okay, so it's just a no-name capacitor. It's damaged, so the circuit board is damaged. I will not use a circuit board. I will just need to get a from the box new capacitor. I will replace these cables, maybe try to feed it under this part, then maybe enough space just to fit it in there. So let me get a new capacitor for it. And here is the new capacitor. As you can see, it's a little bit bigger than this one. It's a Rubicon 470 microfarads, 25 watts capacitor. This one is a low ESR capacitor. It's a good quality capacitor, so this one will be much better than this one. This one, I think it's also ESR, low ESR, but I have a much better one. Don't think this will fit. Yes, it will not fit in the little bit too bad, but I may fit it like this. Yes, I have a spot in here, so I may fit that in here. Just put the cables through this part, so it will lay like this, and put a heat shrink on the cables, so that will be working fine. So this one will go with this to the trash. I think I will not film it because this film is getting a bit longer. I will just do it. You just need to remember there is a negative and positive side. The negative is always with the stripe, with the negative sign, so don't mix it, don't put it in the positive side, because it will explode. Yes, explode. This cable shoot in there. I did see how that looks like, and it's a loud explosion. So I'll just solder this thing, and I think I'll just put the car after that together and start to work on the shocks. Okay, so I have car in mostly one piece. As you can see, I put the electronic back. I did solder that capacitor inside the Rubicon. I have made a mistake. I did not put this plate on the gear, but actually that make it spin much better. So I'm mad on myself that I did not put it, but actually I will leave it as is, because it is spinning quite nice without it. I think with that disc it's better too big for the space inside compared to the plastic, so I will leave it as is. I did glue the back that receiver, and did connect most of the parts. Also, let me get it. People asked, I did tested the receiver with the Dumbo RC remote, and it's not connecting. So people asked about it, and no, this will not work with the this radio will not work with the Radio Link receiver. They both have the gyro. This receiver is a four channels. I know there is also 6 channels like the Dumbo RC, but in this moment I can confirm that they not connecting to each other, so they will not work together. So I did put the front shocks back, because they still have oil inside. I did check it, and they bounce back. Also, I did put a nut on this links, because I wanted to car sit a little bit higher than it was, and of course, and I did not put the fan back, because I need to have access to screw this this link to the slider, and I will need to replace the screws because they are too long and they hit this part on the on there. And now about the shocks. This one doesn't have any oil. How do I know it? It's very easy to move it. So these two shocks I have somewhere in here, another one, yes, it's here. So both of them doesn't have any oil. I think they are not sealed enough, but I don't want to go back to the HSP because they are a bit longer than this one. So how to take it off? You push this plastic, it's way too easy than it should. Pull the spring back and just take this part out. Then you can take the spring out. As you can see, it's dirty as hell. Let me just clean it a little bit, just to be able to leave this balloon as is, because it's not to damage on everything. And now that I have that taken off, I can screw this a little more just to have more space. And what you do is nice to get something that you can put inside, and you unscrew this part in here. Oh, not this part inside, so it's this part below it. Oh, yeah, sorry, the wrong one. And this is a cap where the oil sits. Let me unscrew it. And here is the oil. There is still some of oil, but there is not much of it. I will replace this oil. So now I will go to the toilet and just get rid of this oil. And let me see what I have in here. Extra check. I think the 350 will be better because it will prevent from moving so easily. Okay, so give me a second, I will take out this oil, old oil. Okay, so I did get rid of the oil. Now I will try to clean it. This Q-tip, I don't know how they call it. The ear tip or something, I don't know the name, it's in English. Just to get rid of most of it. I don't know if I get it with the oil or did I put the oil inside, I don't remember. Now I can use this rag. There are some holes for the shocks, if I remember, but they are a bit too small. I could drill them out, but I can use it like this. So now I make sure it's fully extended, and I just put the oil inside. Okay, I see the oil. Oh, that may be a bit too much, because this should go inside, and now I just, wow, done. It's clean, it's quite clean. Now I just screw this back, trying to hold it upright. Okay, it's tight. Now I can put this it's a regulation of the spring. I may put it a little lower later. And let me do the same on the second shock. Making sure. Oh, I did not do something that I should, so I will show it on this one. It's quite important thing, so I may open that one again. The thing that you should do is to move the shock up and down just to let the bubbles out. So I may repeat that on the second one, but I don't see any bubbles, so I may not need to do that. And again, just put the cap on it, screw it down tightly, and now as you can see it's going back. It's not fully because there is no spring, but this means that there is a oil inside. Also the oil prevents from the fast moving because it will slow down the shock. Maybe not this one I see it's not the best one. I need to clean this part also. That's why I use that balloons that they use, clowns use for making those animals, because they protecting the shaft, the axle, no, what it's called. And here it is. It's working fine now. Let me do the other one. The spring, it's not always so easy. This one, these shocks are so easy. Yes, now I can hear it's working fine. Okay, so the HSP, the front shocks are not so easy as this one. The spring is very hard compared to this one. It's a little bit too easy to make it, so let me. The spring is really soft, so I want to screw it down just to make it a little harder. A little bit more. A little bit more. Yes. Now the spring will be stronger than the original. Okay, now one more thing. Someone asked me how did I mount the HSP shocks without that second ball. I did use a small plastic round spacer. I don't remember where did I get it. I think with some electronic or something like this. I just put it inside. I just found something that will fit inside, because mostly they doesn't bend like this. They just bend it like this. So that was working fine. You also can use these electric connectors because they are quite nice. One goes inside another one, so you can just use few of those, one into another one, and just put a screw through it. So I also sometimes use it for the steering mechanism on when I convert a toys, so that's quite nice. Okay, so let me see. Maybe. Okay, so the rear shocks are ready. As you may notice, I have a spacer in here, plastic. That's because I wanted to keep the shocks away from the car, because they are much bigger than the original, much wider than the original, so I wanted to keep it away. You also may notice that I use nuts on the screws to hold it. You don't need it, but I just have it to secure the screws from screwing. It's not necessary, but I just put a longer ones. So in this moment most of the car is finished. Now I will clean the wheels. I will turn off the camera, clean the wheels, put it on the car, because I need to have I need to set the geometry of the wheels and set the links in the correct position, see what nuts I need to put it, and probably that will be most of it. Also connect the steering, so the most that will left will be the case for the car, and probably it will be ready for the run. There is rain outside, so I will not test it now. Probably my friend will visit me and test it for me, brush it and see if everything works. But so far the rear is working, the front is also working. I did lift the car a little bit more, so now I will just clean the wheels with the camera off and put it on, and maybe start to adjust the links of the camera, because this will last a long time to set it, so you don't need to watch it, because this movie is getting a bit longer. And we'll change the screws on the steering. Okay, so I did finish the car itself, not the body yet. I can tell you that get a M3 nuts and a self-locking washer. Let me see if I have one. Is this one? No, it's not this one. Oh, here it is. Something like this, those spring washers. Let me get you focus, and just put it on the side that it's with the same thread, because the other one goes to the other side. Now I also doesn't suggest to buy this metal steering slider. As you can see, it's wobbly as hell. The whole steering wobbles to the sides, and I think I will change that back to the plastic one, because this is a crap. So I do not suggest to buy this part. Leave the plastic one. I also set all the dimensions. I did leave a little more angle on the wheels. I will try to put it back. They are a little bit like this. I tried to set it in the center, but because all those rods, all those links are wobbly, the whole steering is wobble to the sides. But I think the gyro will set it back and keep the car straight, even if the wheels will wobble to the sides. I also put in here everything back. I have my my battery meter. As you can see, it's like this. This allows me to see how much battery left in it. So I can now show you how the gyro works. Let me turn on the transmitter, turn on the car. So now the gyro is turned off. As you can see, I can wobble it and not turn on. If you push the gas just like this, the gyro will turn on. So what it does, if the car turn to the left, the wheels turn to the right. But no, let me try it like this. See? If I remember, to turn on the gyro, you need to push 3 times this button, and it will the LED will turn on to the red. And if the wheels, so if I turn the car in this direction, the wheels should turn in the other direction. That's when you know it's working fine. If it doesn't, push this button 2 times. It will blink 2 times, and the gyro will change to the direction you want. And on the radio link, if it's set it like that, it's in here, and here you can adjust it. Now it's to the 0, and I think it's best to the somewhere to the middle. I need to push it to the middle, to the 50%, and that's for me about 50-60 is enough for this car. Now we move it on. Let me turn it off. About the body. So I started to put all the stickers on it. As you can see, yes, there is no hobby wing inside, but I have many stickers like this. So as you can see, 2 numbers on the front. They are not perfectly, you can see, and some marking that I did try to glue it again. Hobby wing on the side, also a Fortech hand on the front, hobby wing maybe slightly not in the position, and on the roof RC all-wheels drive and hobby wing through it. I will not use the side panels because they will be in the way of the cable, and then they may cut the cable. That's why I always take them off. Now about front lights, I always cut this part in here. There is a key that guides the light, but it's never in the center, never in position. That's why I always cut it, and then I can just adjust what angle I want on the lights. So that's the thing I always make. For the lights you need a 5mm LED. I did choose a warm white LED, not a cold white. I mostly like the warm lights. It's more natural light, so it just clips inside. I will bend the pins to down, solder a cable for it. If I don't have the pin, I have a space to put the cable through, and then I will use a black hot glue. It's a more like silicone, to just direct the light to the front. You can also use a black isolating tape, but I will use that black hot glue on it. That's more easy for me. So also I can tell you that the spare wheel on it is much more cheaper than the original one. The spare wheel from the Feiyue Fy03 have screws in this, and it can be used as a normal drive wheel, and this one just have a plastic part like this. I did break it out just to see what's inside, and I have a interesting idea for this, so I will leave it for now like it is. And in this moment let me see, where did I put this? I still have it. Oh, it's here. Here is my front windshield for my Feiyue. Is a piece of a foil that you use to laminate documents. That is just bended into two places. I did cut it to cover it with all that plastic, like the front. Okay, I see that I may have small problem here. Wait, how it's laying? It's laying like this. Oh, I think I can still hold it. Just push it a little harder. And this prevents from any sand, any dirt getting from the road, but not from the wheels, so it's still getting dirty, but always protects my fans and my other parts. So now I will assemble this part, the front and the roof, and I will start to work on the lights. I will show you how I connect it, but I think I will not show how I do it, because it will last a little longer than normal, so I will just turn off the camera and just finish that. Okay, so as you may see, I did put the car together. I also cleaned the desk, or just push all the stuff, all the tools to the sides. So now I can give you a review or information what parts are good to upgrade, what are not. The most important thing is that I do not really suggest to buy any upgrades on AliExpress, because this upgrade, and this upgrade is described as a Feiyue Fy03 upgrade, and those parts do not fit in this car. This servo saver is for bigger gears on the servo than on the original. This one have the holes drilled in wrong place. Could use it, but I don't care about that. And this part is too flat. It should be bended, and this part is too long, so I really do not suggest to buy on AliExpress the upgrades that you did not see on Banggood, because Banggood, I know it may be like a commercial to Banggood, but I know that all the parts on the Banggood are fitting on the Feiyue. Even if they not work really good, they will fit the Feiyue. So that's the main reason. So of course you can check what parts are on the Banggood and search it on the Ali or eBay, but all the parts that are not on Banggood are mostly not will not fit this car. So just think about it like this. Now the parts from the set, or if you want to buy it as a separate part, is this steering slider, I call it. Is this part that is in here connected to the servo. Don't use it. It's adding a much more wobble than the plastic part. It is still wobbling because it's used. This part is quite used, but still it's less than this metal part. Also, I did have the same problem as Franza RC. I did. It's the third one I have. The steering was stuck in somewhere. It's not smooth riding, so I do not suggest this part. About the gears, they work. As you can see, it is moving quite smooth, but there is no slipper disc, and I also do not suggest to use this upgrade. The gears need a much more modification than a normal gears, and still they not get give enough upgrade to change to the metal gears and to fight to fit it. So I suggest to stick to the plastic ones. I never strip any gears, and that's my second gearbox, but I still have original gears from Feiyue, and they still work, and they work on the brushed, on the brushless motor. So I suggest to stick with this. Now this upgrade is good upgrade. It's no problem to mount. It's almost the same. This part is also not any problematic, so it's a good upgrade. I think it's called the towers. This upgrade needs a small modification on the lower part because it's a flat and the plastic under it it's slightly bended, so this needs a small filing, grinding, or how you call it, but it's not a big problem. Under the car, this part also doesn't make any problems. Drive shafts is mostly must have, because I don't know how long the plastic ones will last, but this is good upgrade. I suggest to add at least a zip tie on this rear axle, because I did break when I hit a curb, I think it's called, next to the road, with this wheel and this wheel. On the front I did bend the rod of the steering, and on the rear I break the cover just next to this cap. So I suggest to add zip ties, at least zip ties, just to hold it tightly. Moving on, of course, the motors, if you replace the motor, you will need to replace all the electronic. That is normal thing, because the original will not support 3-wire servo, and will not support the brushless motor. Of course, if you have a brushless version, it will. Of course, get a sync if you get a bigger motor. I know there is another one that it's much longer, so it's good to have a fan on it. Its fan is connected to the 5 volts, so you can power it via the receiver. The ESC, it also depends on you. I have a combo with the motor, so I know they are working fine. I also have a fan. I don't remember if I had a fan on it, but I think I'm not, but it's always good to add one. About the radio and the receiver, is all depend from you. I have a Radio Link RC4G, if I remember, with the gyroscope receiver. You can also buy that new Dumbo receiver. It's also have a gyro, but it's much cheaper, and if you can still have many more channels to use, like for a winch, lights. I may add a sound module for it. I have a cheap sound module that I buy, and the sound is really terrible, so I may put it inside, but I will not have a horn aux button, because I have that light for it. Moving on, I think it's here all. About the shocks on the rear and on the front, I did use the HSP shocks with the oil. Always buy a separate oil, because they are filled in about 50%. They normally are not. And remember that you need to buy both separate. I did not find it on eBay. On Banggood. I did find it on eBay, and I posted links in the description. So they are good. You can always buy a balloons that they make those animals with it, so it's good to protect the shaft. So it's not a bad upgrade. I have a different shock now, but this one lose oil really fast compared to the HSP, but this one is shorter, so it's a little better because car sits lower and will not flip so easily. Another thing is the servo. I have that upgraded Feiyue servo and I have no problems with it, so I did left it as is. I did use the servo saver from the original servo, just added the washer to keep the screw from not going through, and the servo arm was falling out of it. The upgraded servo mount is a good upgrade. It not necessary, but it's still a good upgrade. Of course, the steering slider is not good to upgrade. It will aid more problem than a profit. Of course, same as the gears, but they did mention that. About the links, I have both Feiyue links. I think this one are better, are stronger, but get a nut with a self-locking washer just to at least lock one of the sides. The other sides are just moving freely, but this should block it. I could add a aluminium tube on it, but I will not play with that. This part is also not bad, but the plastic part is also have a support on the upper side, so we will see how this will work. I can always get back to the original part. About this part, there is these two parts. I think there is not big problem, just a small grinding on the paint in the places where the metal connects. This part needs a little more modification. Let me get something to show. You need to grind this part to get more space for the drive shaft, and another support is here that it's also needing grinding because the shaft on the full jump was hitting those supports. Of course, these two parts that I did find on AliExpress are a crap. They don't fit, so if you're selling this on Ali, you can contact me and just tell me how should I put it on if you think it will fit. But for me, I did test that the holes are in different positions, so it's a crap, same as the that plate under the shock. So those upgrades, mostly the upgrades. The HBX, sorry, it's not HSP, but it's HBX tires are a really good upgrade. They are wider than the original one, and the car doesn't flip so easily. If your car is flipping, buy shorter rear shocks and just make this link shorter. It will leave the car a little bit more, and it will not flip so easy like it's normally do. You can of course adjust these two links, and the wheels will turn a little bit like this, and that will prevent from flipping the car. And I think that's the most on the top. I did mounted my trusty not trusty, my working LiPo indicator. It is showing me the battery. I can always connect it like this, and I have still my bigger battery. I may buy another one or just leave those one battery to let it cool down and not overheat the motor. So now I will put back the cover, and I will show what I did on the cover. Okay, and here is ready car. It's probably ready for the road. I don't know if everything will work. As you can see, I put stickers everywhere that I could. Also on the roof there is 3D roof, so I did put it in there. I have my meter on. It's hard to see it, but it is. I did turn it on. As you can see, my rear lights are invisible when they are off. I will turn it on and show it. The front lights have a warm light LED. I don't like those cool light. They are not in the same height, and that is interesting. One of them is have some problem, or probably there is a problem in the socket. I will not play with that. I will leave it as is. It still should work fine. So these two LEDs I did try to connect in series. So the positive from the RC switch going to the positive on one LED, the negative going to positive on the second LED, and that negative go back to the RC switch. So in this setup you don't need to use any resistor, but the LEDs are not working on full power. They are working probably on the half of the brightness. So I did use 220 ohms resistor, because in case if my back use the 6 volts, it's more easy to use 220 ohms. So there are two resistors for each LED inside. And now let me turn it on. I will show you the rear lights. Let me turn the receiver, the power, and I will turn off one light. So I have a switch in here. So first we'll always turn on the front lights. I'll try to turn this on off too. So here is the front lights on. It's on. I think it's always on, or just when I leave it as is. And now the one click is the double click is changing to the rear lights. As you can see, I drilled the holes in the rear rim. I connected in the series, so the three packs with two LEDs connected one to another one, and this allows me to not use any resistor, just to connect it. It's a really big problem to connect like that, because you need to connect everything. I also did burn two LEDs while trying to make it, but it's really looking good like this. So I did like this setup, because there is no cables like this. The cables are going, let me see, on this side. It's in here. They are holding by a black isolating tape. They go behind this panel, and the RC switch with the resistor for the front lights are in this part, just tangled around those supports in there. And this allow me to have lights and not any cables outside. The only cables that you could see are in here, that's going out. The LEDs are covered with that black silicone. It's a hot glue, but it's more like a silicone. And now I can by double clicking change to both lights, blinking with a fading. Let me turn the lamp off, and one click is off. So double click turns the front, double click turns the rear, double clicks turn both, double click is blinking, and one click is blinking with fading, and another click is off. It's a really cheap RC switch, but it's working great. So now if you want to hear the sound, let me hold it. Here is the sound from the gear, from the metal gear. Sound full of the wheels. It is different sounds than the plastic one. As you can hear, the gyro turned off because I hit power. It's limited, so I can turn it off. It's hard to see on the camera, but as you can see, the servo is trying to make it straight. This also will work on the little wobble on the steering, because if the car will turn from the steering and I did not turn this wheel, the gyro will correct that. So if I spin it, the wheels will try to correct the position, because the car is moving and I'm not moving the steering. As I said, I set it to half, just not too much, because it will start to freak out with the servo. You can make this car drift with the gyro. If you click 2 times the button on the receiver, it will switch the direction of the gyro, and if you start to drift, it will turn the wheels more to make it more drift. So if you are using, if you want to have a drifting car, let's say not like this, but a typical drifting car with a slick tires, you can always make it more drift than it's drifting by the remote. So actually that is all. I now need to go out and make a picture with this car as a thumbnail, but I will make a little more pictures just to show it on the groups. But so far I think most of the upgrades are great upgrades. Not all, because as you may know, most of the metal parts make it more problems than it is worth to have it. But as you can see, it is working fine. I can spin wheels freely, so there is no nothing is blocking the gearbox, but still there is no slipper on it. But it makes gear work better, so that's fine for me. Okay, so that's all for this longest video. I think I did make it 3 days that I worked on this car, but I finally got it finished. So that's all for now.